We're going straight up tonight, old school. Check in with you guys. It's been a while. We've had a lot of great guests, from Sarah Tiana to Rich Franklin to Joe Rogan to Gabriel to Ralphie.
Gabriel's doing?
What's
like
he
a
doing?
week in one theater in Chicago, did like 20,000 seats.
Oh, please.
This
He
week?
goes to America. Then he comes here. He does 3 nights somewhere in Anaheim, and then 2 nights, and then he's off for New Year's, and it's over. If I get out of work early tomorrow, we'll go to his Christmas party.
Oh,
if
snap.
I get out of work early. I don't know what time it's supposed to rain here in L.A. If you guys don't know, when it rains in L.A., everything goes kabang. So if you got to leave for work and be there at 8, you usually leave at 7. You got to leave at like 5:45 tomorrow. I wish I was lying to you. It's the sad truth. When you live in Colorado and it snows, it's amazing how it didn't affect them at all. Like, snow was just another day for those people. I've never been big. I don't like how in L.A. everybody judges you by your car.
Yeah.
It really bothers me.
I was telling my mom, a lot of people here have like Porsches and
BMW
and studio apartments.
Everybody has a Series 3 BMW here.
Yeah.
If you see anybody in the industry, a junior agent, and then as they get there for a while, they get a 5 Series. Listen, I'm not here to impress anybody. I'm here to impress myself, I like the Subaru. I like feeling safe. I like knowing that if it rains, I could think that a Cadillac's a great car and whatever, but I can't pay $300 to $400 a month and not sleep at night if something does break down. I've always had great success with Subarus and Toyotas. Why would I want to change it now at this point?
Yeah.
If I start making an abundance of money, yeah, my second car would be a Cadillac or something. But then I gotta have a family, so I can't be selfish. It'd have to be like, you know what I'm saying. I just
Plus,
can't.
with your daughter, you don't want to have like messes in the back of a Cadillac, I guess.
Listen, she could do whatever she wants. As long as I pay for the car. They're going to throw apples on. The kids are going to be kids.
Yeah.
I went to the park with Saturday, and there was a soccer thing going on, a soccer camp. And it was kids her age, a little older. Some kids knew what was going on. The other kids were just ubats. They were just there out in the sun, walking around. There was a camp for like 2-year-olds and one for like 4-year-olds. And I'm walking around. I'm watching those 2-year-olds because I could see if I could put her in here, and my wife and her are battling. I'm like, what's going on? She goes, she wants to go down. I go, then let her down there. I go, you're going to sit there and battle with her. And you got to pick your battles with these kids. She's going to run down there anyway. She's going to walk around, touch the net, touch the ball, and then she's going to walk away from those kids. No, she's not. I picked her up, walked her down. That's exactly what she did. She kicked the ball. She saw 20 kids. She looked around. She goes, I don't need this. She did it by myself. She walked away. But we signed her up.
Oh, that's cool.
She's going next Saturday, 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
Even though she might not like it, she'll like it. It's kicking the ball. It's running around, falling in leaves. They got 2 coaches there. They coach you. They tell you what to do. She's mingling. This is what they're supposed to do, so they grow up with social skills.
They go back and forth sometimes. Like, should I be protesting? I don't know. Like, is this like an important thing to be doing? But I
Have you ever protested before?
no.
What are you gonna do? You're gonna get a stick with a sign and walk down there?
You would kill me if you saw me with a stick.
I lived in Boulder, and I saw protesters from the CIA would come to town, and they'd come to recruit on campus. I don't know if they recruited or they took applications or they spoke to applicants, and there was always little wars on there. And these kids would go down there, and then I figured out who these kids were, that they were trust fund kids that just wanted to get some form of attention, and I got it. And unless you really believe, it's not that I don't like protesters and what they stand for. Is I think that sometimes people are down there protesting and they don't even know what they're protesting for.
Right.
They're just protesting to make friends.
Everybody
in life gets jaded at their job.
Yeah.
Some people are listening to this right now going, Joey, we want you to hear the other side of this. No matter what type of job you do, you're a working stiff till the end. I'm a working stiff. Lee would have been a working stiff as an editor. You would have got promoted finally as an editor, and you're still 28. And when do you retire?
65.
So unless you open up your own business, you're a working stiff.
40 years, yeah.
So for 40 years, you're a working stiff, okay? Now, I don't know if this becomes the same for cops. I'm going to break it down for you guys and everybody here at some point at 38 goes, what am I doing? I just saw a bill by mistake. They pay me $15 an hour. They charge $55 for me. And I'm only getting $15. And yet, $15 goes to insurance and state taxes. But they're still getting $25 from me for labor-wise.
Yeah, so what happened with the Auntie Dolores?
All right, so Saturday I did that, right? Now, we got the Auntie Dolores package about a week ago, and everything has been yummy for your tummy.
Well, the 30 each.
I was high from Sunday night till Wednesday morning last week. I wish I was lying to you.
Off of you didn't have it just once. You had it a few times.
No, I just kept eating them. There were little circles of death. They were hard cocoa, vegan, gluten-free. Lee ate 3 of them the first night.
Yeah.
And he left here. His eyeballs were spinning. They were tremendous. I ate them Sunday, and I must have ate Sunday night. I can't lie to you people. I must have ate 10 of those things.
In what time period?
3 hours, 4 hours. I just was popping them. I thought they were 10 milligrams apiece. Lee. The next thing you know, I look at the bag the next morning.
Yeah, you tweet a picture of it.
And I felt bad. So, all right, so I ate them till Wednesday. And Wednesday, I said, let me give them a breather. I think Tuesday, I popped a Cheaper Chew and like 4 of those things. I was blasting on that film site. Blasted, giggling to myself, talking to the dog on the set. Every day, let me tell you what my only cheat is.
What?
1 piece of Twizzlers licorice.
That's it?
That's
not
it.
even that bad.
No ice cream, no pudding, no nothing. I eat the chicken.
Okay.
Today I had the pasta with no meat and the salad.
That's nice.
I've seen some craft services.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you had lobster on Spider-Man 2.
Spider-Man 2. If it was between Spider-Man 2 and The Longest Yard, it'd be close.
Yeah.
Spider-Man 2 had 3 conference tables of snacks. Do you understand me? Like 3 conference tables. Like 1 table of just cold cuts, every type of bread, peanut butter and jelly, mayonnaise, mustard, and there was a chick just stocking cold cuts, roast beef, Swiss cheese, ham, salami, all different types of salami. There was 1 table with smoothies, and there was 1 table with chips, chocolate, you name it. The reason why it wasn't gamey is because she marinated it for 3 days.
Oh, okay.
Do you follow me? The marination process was so delicious and so, yum. But it's 3 days to take that gaminess away. Once I taste the game, it's lights out for me. I can't do it.
So
I get sick just fucking thinking about.
So you're not like a buffalo?
No, you'll never
deer.
see me eat an ostrich, deer, venison, nothing.
I've heard venison's good.
I heard it too. That's great. Eat it, fart your stinky venison fart somewhere else. And any snake or foam. I've had calf's brains.
Yeah.
Sessile. And deep fried like a chicken cutlet.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, my mother would cut brain thin and then dip it in egg batter and breadcrumbs and deep fry.
Did it freak you out seeing it?
I wouldn't see it.
The weirdest thing I've ever had is chicken hearts.
What'd you have it with?
It was like a grilled plate in Israel. I only had 1 because my friend
What
got
did it taste like?
Nothing too intense. I don't remember.
Nothing
it wasn't
disgusting?
No, it wasn't disgusting. But I don't do oysters because they wriggle. I don't like it. I don't know. It feels like a bugger.
I'll do clams. We ate some clams at what's the name of the joint you used to work at?
Legal Seafood.
Legal Seafood. Somebody was asking somebody else the other day, I'm going to Boston. Where's the best chow? And somebody says, I gotta tell you, it's touristy, but I gotta go down with Legal Seafood.
Fuck yeah.
And I thought so also. I like clams.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like
on the half
oysters.
Shell?
Yeah, clams on the half shell with a little Tabasco, a little horseradish, and a mug of Heineken on tap with a frozen glass. Who's gonna stop you? That's a big dick right there. And start sucking those clams. It's tremendous. You just inhale some beer. There's nothing better than that.
That's your favorite?
Yeah, I like clams on a half shell, a little fried calamari, a couple of shrimp cocktails. Holy skadoodle! I was high. At 7:30, my wife kept asking, what is your problem? You're sitting there staring into the abyss. I'm sorry, I said abyss. I called Lee. I'm like, we're going to do a podcast. Call me back in an hour. Lee called back. What are we going to do? I don't know, Lee. Call me back in an hour. I basically passed out. When I got up at 3 in the morning to pee last night, I was like, oh my God, I passed out tonight.
Hell yeah.
That's why I like marijuana. That's the real truth.
Really
There's 2 reasons. The first reason is the sleep issue.
Yeah.
And the second reason, honest to God, is how good music sounds. Monday, December 15th, you have 8 days to make it happen. Don't come crying. Because then you want to be set by the 29th, 24th. They weren't millionaires. This house looked like a bomb hit it. They lived in the projects, and the black people out there all ganged up. In fact, there was a guy out there making pork chop sandwiches, Lee.
Just on the side of the road?
Delicious.
I bet.
Fried pork chops on the side of the street, and you took your own white bread. So it was like a thing of white bread. You know, 1,000 black hands that have been in there with crack on their fingernails. God.
Crack into their fingernails.
If you bought a pork chop, you would stick your greasy hands in there and get 2 pieces of white bread out. You would put the pork chop on the white bread, and you would bite into it and figure out where the bone was later. Once you heard your tooth crack, booyah, you hit the bone. He didn't take it out. And he gave you like a sauce, a thing of hot sauce. Again, you could see mud on the fingers and AIDS and crack. You had to put hot sauce on your pork chop, and that's how you ate it. And he barely gave you like a napkin. The napkin he gave you had his fingerprints on it. But it was delicious. And I went to these black people's house, and they got me stoned on the worst weed ever. Like 4 of us must have smoked 15 joints, and we barely got high. We went outside, we bought the pork chop sandwiches, and they gave me a ride home. I've never forgotten that. Never forgotten that. They got me high. They were very funny. They enjoyed that I was Cuban. They could have mugged me. If anything, I would do a little bit of white heroin in a needle.
No, you can't do a needle.
Yeah, because
like
I never did it. At this point, I think if I did it with somebody cool, and I looked the other way and put my iPod in, and they shot my arm, a little bit of heroin, and then pulled some blood out and held it, and then I just kept breathing. And I go to my island of serenity, and they shoot me a little bit more. I think I just get high for a few hours. I would like that.
I think that's a lot worse than doing a little bit of coke. Isn't that terrible?
No. Some good, like a good Chinese guy. Like some Chinese
A good one?
Yeah, like some
no,
dude
that's... Chang's one?
No. Like some good Chinese guy in New York that brought it from Toronto. Something from, something Chinese. They processed it very clean. Ooh, some fucking, some white debt. Something with one of those names, some white debt. And it had to be it had to be a professional. Like, listen, what would you shoot? Well, I do the whole bag, but I do it. All right, then give me a quarter of that. Just give me a tiny little beat, mix it with some water, and just blast me a little bit. Poke the arm, put on some Black Sabbath, and take it out, and then loosen it. And I would just to go nuts for 2 hours.
Is it supposed to be great?
It would take a guy like me where I need to be before the next journey.
You're not worried about getting addicted to it?
No, not one little tiny taste like that. In my arm with a needle, it's clean, Bobby.
Who's Bobby?
Bobby, like, who shot that duck?
Andy Dolores is crazy.
So what do you think? How you feeling, fun?
I'm super high.
No, you're not. You look good. You're conscious. It's clean. And then she goes tomorrow. Where'd you go yesterday? To the Museum of Natural History?
No, tolerance.
And what'd you guys learn? You see a bunch of Jews screaming.
Pretty much. No, it was an experience. Like we listened to Survivor Speak. It was pretty.
Now, when you went there, how many people were in the museum?
A bunch.
Were there all Jews? Full.
There were some Jews, but no, there's some like Mexican people and stuff. And there's a black family, a trio of black girls, and no, it was. I had been to them in D.C. and Israel before, and I get really depressed. Like I just am in a bad mood. Just it really takes it out of you. This one wasn't that good because they had you follow like a weird fake conversation with some scientists, like looking at, or historians, I guess, looking at the Holocaust. But like the one in Israel is pretty terrible, and it's my mom wanted to go, and it made her happy.
Did you cry?
I got teared up a little bit. It's
Did your mom cry? Did you say an Israeli prayer?
No, we didn't say a prayer. I didn't say a prayer.
When you went home and broke the lamb, did you say a prayer before the lamb for these poor people that suffered?
I love lamb.
I know you do.
Mix it with a little bit of mustard, mixed with breadcrumbs, a little bit of mint jelly. She made homemade applesauce.
Oh,
I didn't even know she did that.
Come on.
Until this year.
And now today, what did you guys do?
Today we went and saw Hunger Games and we went shopping.
Where'd you go see Hunger Games?
Burbank.
And you saved on the parking.
Yeah.
And then where else did you take? You take it for dinner tonight?
No, she made. It sounds stupid, but one of my favorite things she makes is quesadillas. So she made those.
Your mom.
They're just American quesadillas. They're just tortillas and shredded cheese and some chicken, but
cheddar cheese.
Not cheddar. I think it's like the taco mix blend or something. It's good.
Why don't you just get the cheese in a package and really just put
it is in a package.
A dagger in my heart?
It is in a package.
That white single stuff, like the Kraft single slices.
It's the shredded stuff in a bag.
It's in the package.
It's in the plastic.
It's not the single slices made by Kraft with the cancer.
No.
Next time you get that cheese, take it out of the wrapper and look at it.
I do get that.
You could smell the cancer. You could smell the chemotherapy.
I get the reduced fat version of it too.
Do you really?
Yeah, because it's only 25 calories.
Bonds is right. Let's do that. Can you do that?
It's your job this time.
Now you get me all pissed off.
I'll do it again at the end.
Quesadilla. A Jew flies 2,000 miles.
She likes it.
Quesadilla.
Yeah.
What do you make with it? What about the potato pancakes? What happened to those?
We had those. I have a bunch of those.
Where are they?
They're mine. You stay away from them.
Where are they?
My freezer.
What does she make them with?
Potatoes, onions, a little bit of garlic.
Do you put applesauce on?
And sour cream.
Oh, look at you. You're the last of the real Jews. We're talking about today. A little song for the Jews. The end of Hanukkah right here. What? What you want to do? What? The church. Christmas. Eating. Throw the mashed potatoes in there. Why not? What? A ring. A gun. A bazooka. And that's why you got to load up when you go to hang out with people like that. It's okay you hang out with people like that from time to time because they make it seem how lucky you are for hanging out with crazy people.
Yeah, I was telling Steve, and I don't remember if I've said that on the podcast, but one of my favorite things about podcasting is how cool, like, we get to have these cool conversations that no one has in regular life anymore. Like, I feel, whenever I watch old movies or TV shows, I always watch because I've basically forgotten what it's like to live without a cell phone or internet. Like, I was 10 or 11 or something when that started coming out, but I honestly don't remember. So I always look and see what people used to do, and a lot of it was just hanging out, talking, like doing activities. And that's what. And I went to this thing, and they were all very nice, but it was supposed to be a birthday dinner, and maybe I was just high and paranoid, but it seemed like everyone was very quiet. So like I tried to produce the dinner conversation, but I meet the birthday girl, and she goes, "Oh," and they were talking like, "Oh, I was in Japan for 2 years." I was like, "Oh, were you there during the earthquake?" And she got really sad. And I realized after I asked it that it might not be the best thing to bring up on her birthday. But I was like, and she's like, "Yeah, I was." I was like, that must have sucked. Like, yeah. I was the only guy there.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's even. See, you got yourself, you got to cut that out, too. That's something you got to
say.
The
sushi was good, but...
Yeah, but it's one guy with 5 girls.
I got lost on the way from the train to the restaurant because I was so high I couldn't really understand what my phone was saying. So I was just walking around downtown. And then it was scary on the way there. It was like that Star Wars when they go into hyperspeed or whatever, and the light and the lines keep going because the train was going really fast. And then there was this homeless dude who was hammered. And he had his shoes off. And he was having a conversation with himself. And he was crying and laughing.
That's always been like my fear is falling into that woman room. Like, you get 4 or 3 women together and you sit there for more than 8 minutes, you'll want to shoot yourself. I love women. But when you get 3 or 4 of them in the room and they start talking about what's important to them, you will fall off your chair in laughter and aggravate. You want to kick one of them. Like one of them will start, like one of them will just break your back.
Yeah.
And you'll like them, whatever, but when you get a couple of them together longer than 20 minutes, you want to shoot yourself. No disrespect to women, I love you, but I'm just telling you how it is, what the word on the street is.
I just love the way you put it. They start talking about what's important to them.
Yeah, do steroids. Some people do drugs before their sets. I pop those little chiclets.
You love gum. You have like a gum by the liquor store that we go to.
The Mexican gum, the foreigner thing. I love that.
And then on the way down to San Diego, the time when you got super high, you put an entire pack of gum in your mouth.
When I'm stoned to the gills and I'm driving, I'm falling asleep. We're going to try to do a podcast at 6 o'clock. Christmas Eve, Wednesday, just to fulfill what we do for you people. I got to be honest with you people. If you guys are watching this podcast Christmas Eve at 9 o'clock, on the East Coast, you got problems. I don't want you people doing this. I want you people going out and enjoying, touching people. Go do something. No sitting in because I'm depressed because my grandfather got hit by a truck on his day. The 24th comes. That pig is ready to go. His ears are crispy. They got like 2 of them. His eyeballs are still in there. Nice. Got that little red glaze on them. They taste like a maraschino cherry. That one of those dive bars.
Wait, the eyeballs?
Sure. Oh, yeah. You
ate a pig eye?
As you bite into them, the pupil shoots out like a rapeseed. Tremendously.
Well, you don't like cotton in your mouth?
No, I don't like cotton in my mouth. But that's a completely different party.
You see McDonald's is taking the Big Mac away?
Are they?
That's what I saw on Twitter today.
Were you depressed? Were you dizzy?
No, Big Mac was never my thing.
All right, then. Less people are going to get cancer. Less people are going to wake up in the morning dizzy. Who knows? They have the Zumba at the park.
They do?
Oh, my God. You go there at night. They got a little leaf field filled with fat Mexican Zumba and some big Mexicans in the middle with a cowboy hat on. They go, it's hilarious. You eat that drives me nuts.
Rice cakes?
No. The other day I went over to this place, the Jersey Mike's, with my wife and the baby. They give my
so I'm
in there and Harvey Homo gets in front of me online, right?
Not me.
Not you. And he's like, let me get a something club.
Turkey club?
A turkey something club, which I'm getting irritated by, right?
Why? Just turkey and bacon.
People don't eat that in Jersey. They don't put bacon on their food. In Jersey, people cook with enough seasoning. We don't need bacon.
What about BLT? Is that okay?
Chicken BLT is not bad. But it's got to be Jersey stuff. No. That's why it's called the BLT. They used to eat a whole package of Oscar Mayer, the thin cut from the middle type bacon. Every once in a while you got a bad package, you got some hog meat in there. You do. You ever get some hog meat?
I don't think so.
Dope that to you once a year. You'll bring it home. It smells different. If they throw a hog in there once a year, because, sometimes it's an investment. Sometimes you get a good pig, sometimes you get an old pig. You don't know what you're eating with that Oscar Mayer. We think Oscar's on the farm every day, handpick him, smiling for the cameras.
It's Oscar Mayer. It's Mayer to you, Mr.
Yeah. That Jew is somewhere in Australia counting millions. They send him pictures every day of dead pigs. That's how he gets off. Why you got to get me started on poor Jewish people in Australia? Anyway.
When did Jews come into it?
I don't know. This is what happens when you need a federal. But... no, New Year's.
We're talking about bacon.
$50 for your luggage.
Jesus.
Man, you got a pound of blow in there. $350. You know how many smacks? $250.
I thought we were on bacon.
New Year's, we're going to do a combination podcast, stand-up, extravaganza. Lee's going to wear a tuxedo. We have a special guest. I can't give away her name, but anyway. She's going to tickle Lee. You're not bringing your girlfriend to the New Year's show.
Yeah.
I hope not. For your sake, I don't want her seeing.
Well, she can't. I don't know. We'll
you have
out.
to tell her, listen, stay at home, watch Telemundo. I'll swing by around 11 o'clock, so we'll go back to my house and Sucalamink. You know what I'm saying? Right or wrong?
That'd be nice.
What are you going to do New Year's? You're not going to sit around your wife and watch horror movies. You're going to roll around with her, give her a little Sucalamink, right?
That'd be nice.
Look at that. When she comes over to sleep, is there any night you don't give her a stab? No.
Sometimes. No, well, it's not because of my choice. It's because she's too tired.
What? She's too tired.
Sometimes.
Then you wait till that passes out, Jack. And you just rub that little helmet on her little leg and you give it like the Auschwitz day. You give her some. It's all.
I think I have to quit now.
I hope your mother's listening to this.
I hope she's not. She'll make me come home.
I might cut this and send it to her email and watch her just steam it. Lee, what are you talking about? Oh, I should do this shit. That's it.
I never said it.
That's your new shirt.
People wouldn't wear the Flying Jew one, and now they're going to wear one that says, I'm sweet, sweet Auschwitz.
Sure they would. It's 2015. People
That's a great
open-minded.
button. Maybe I'll make that as a button. Like the Walmart greeters.
I got to call Ari and tell her.
Do it.
Ari will love it.
You can call him right now.
No, please. I'm too I don't even know what Nari's number is. It's programmed in there, I think, under some code.
Is his name in your contacts list?
Huh?
His name is the code.
They don't know why you tell them. They're two. They don't know why they can't go out there with the cars. The cars are doing 90. I want to run out there with them. They don't know the car. Send them to Jupiter. They don't know these little kids. It's a car. Yeah, it's a car, but it's doing 90, Mercy. You know, they think it's a museum. They're just sitting there. And you look out. It's a car. Go in the weeds. Do something. Go over there in the grass and roll around. Chase the squirrels. The way they chase her back, she runs with this look on her face like they're coming to get me. Like a Japanese guy in a Godzilla movie. But she runs up to them with no peanuts. You know, and they come up to her real close. A lot of people go to that park and feed them. I seen Eddie Pepitone at the park. Him and his family, a bunch of people get together and feed the squirrels. So now when you walk that park, the squirrels come out looking for something to eat. You got nothing to eat. They look at you, they come up to you, and they kind of intimidate you. And remember, she's a young girl. She don't know. She just looks at them, and they run away. You know, I don't know, why'd you make me eat that brownie, dog? I was all right. I was reading the Bible. I was at home with the tambourines. What, Lee? What do you got tomorrow, cocksucker?
Tomorrow? Oh, God.
Oh, what do you got tomorrow?
This is the best.
What is it? What are you giggling about? Look at it.
I told you about it a few weeks ago, but tomorrow is a macaroon class.
Macaroon class. This is what I got to deal with people. And he's going to are you driving to Santa Monica?
Yeah.
Yeah. Another 40-mile jaunt to learn how to make macaroons. This is what I got to deal with people. He goes to dinner with 6 girls. This is what I got to deal with. On a train, after everything we've been to. That's why I gave you the edible, because I knew it for New Year's. We're just doing the show and you're staying home.
We're doing the show.
What is your stomach?
I'm really high.
Why don't you just get a nice bottle of booze, get a couple edibles, dose it, and get high. Listen to music. What kind of you get a Lana Del Rey, rub some cream on her feet. You get her a manicure and pedicure for Christmas again?
No.
Get her toes smoking so you can sniff those. They smell little cute little toes, huh?
I don't think so.
You're going to have to dinner with 6 broads and sushi. Why do you come here? What do you take from this podcast? Do you not take something from this podcast?
Yeah. I mean, I didn't know I was going to be the only guy.
Yes, you do. You got to ask. No, there's not going to be any guys. Then what am I going down there, Paul? I love you. Listen, here's an extra 50. Drink a couple sakis. And come back and we'll sake-suki. And that's it. You come back at about 11, I'll pick you up at the train station. And I'll give you a stab in the car, Japanese. I'll show up with a sword. I'm just trying to help you out, dog.
That would have been fun,
just
too.
What? That
would have been fun, too.
Yeah, you're going to sit there with 6 bros. This guy is so strong, he doesn't even know what I'm talking about. And I can't lie to you people. I don't even know what I'm talking about. If I did, I'm lying to you guys. You know what I'm saying? Why would I? What are you giggling about? Everything is real in the field. Remember that? When you play Little League?
No.
Everything is real in the field.
No, I have no idea what that is.
Nobody knows nothing, people. Nobody knows nothing. Huh? My sentiments go out for you. I just hope everybody has a happy Christmas. All you do is spend time with 3 or 4 of your favorite people. He shows up with a dime bag. You show up with some mushrooms. He shows up with some wine. There's Christmas. Jesus is born. Somebody's getting pregnant. That's the most important thing of a holiday. On it as usual. On it. Sales. You know, they do. They always have a sale. I don't know if you people noticed. Lee mentioned last week they did a commission report on Alpha Brain and its benefits. I did not read it. I could lie to you and tell you a bunch of lies and outline it or whatever. When I read it, I'll break it down. Do a special call-in. The church show was happening now on a Tuesday. It's a new year, 2015. Clean your toes. You're gonna be a bad mother. What? Syatt, what's up, baby? You don't even get high till 8 o'clock at night. I don't say nothing to you because you're family and I like you. You know what I'm saying?
You say a lot. You say it all day. It doesn't stop with what you're saying.
I don't say nothing to you. I make believe like I don't know. I turn my cheek because I love you.
You never turn your cheek.
You should be getting up in the morning doing 2, 3 bong hits and starting your day. You're a smart guy. You could be thinking of plans.
How Cheetos are delicious.
Oh, disgusting.
How donuts are great.
That's
on Sunday night, Paula saved me. Like, this is how I know she's cool. I got home.
You ate the Subway sandwich.
I had a Subway sandwich.
How bad was it?
It was good.
Oh.
I ate a Subway because I made a turkey club. What you hate?
Because you use that Subway bacon. Have you looked at that Subway bacon? I mean, we're family.
It's not the best bacon. It's not the best bacon.
It's not the best bacon. It's not even bacon. It's somebody's French poodle. The meat looks like it's already been to look like bacon. That scares me. They take it, and it's got a coating on it. They throw it in the microwave, and they heat it up for you. That can't be good for you.
No, it's not great. But, I mean, it's Subway. But anyways, I got home, we ate that, and she just looked at me, and she wasn't even fucked up.
Now, was the bacon turkey bacon, too?
No.
It's real.
They don't make turkey bacon at Subway, or at least I don't know. You say everything at Subway's
all the cold cuts are turkey based.
I don't know about
That's
that.
what.
But I believe you.
Do you see a sign for Thulman's or quality cold cuts? They don't even mention it because they're all turkey products. All the meat, the pastrami is really turkey. The ham is really turkey. You didn't know? That's what I've been saying to you. That's why it's so low in caloric intake. Well, I think when you go there, it's 500. When you go get an Italian at Jersey Mike's, it's 14,000 calories. Listening to some of the old podcasts that we've done. Some in January, some in the old office, which were a disaster. And I noticed that there's you're 26 years old. I'm 51 years old, It could be double your age, and it's, I'm happy that you're here, and I'm happy that there's guys that listen that are your age, because I don't sit here and talk about my successes. I talk about a lot of mistakes that I made, and you guys learn from my mistakes or you don't, We laugh, we kidnapped Vel and we called them and I apologize. We laugh, but it's not funny. And I don't want it to be funny for you guys, I don't want you guys to giggle. I'm thinking of kidnapping the neighbor. It's not funny, but
it's my shtick.
Yeah, I want people to learn from these mistakes, and it's been done. And with you on the show, it makes me young. Like I listen to you and I talk to you and I hear about Netflix, but I don't know. I'm very happy that I do this podcast because I know a lot of people listen to it and they take tidbits and they apply it. I didn't know what was going to happen, and Lee, I didn't care because I couldn't control it. Are you with me? Like, I just couldn't control my days no more. I was talking to Lee last night. I don't know how we got on it about me being in the halfway house.
Yeah.
And when they took me from the prison to the halfway house, like, it took 2 hours to snap into the old me. Like, there was no, I already had an agenda when I got out. I had 2 agendas. I had the agenda I told the Gentiles and people who cared about me, and there was the agenda that I had in my heart. So I was going to go right back and buy some blow and sell some blow to get on my feet. I didn't know any other way. I was telling Lee that.
In a halfway house, you were selling blow.
In a halfway
outside of it, to regular people, not even just halfway house people.
I had a scale in the ceiling, and I'd bring the coke in, and I'd hide it in the hallway behind, the fire extinguisher. First of all, I'm going to tell you something. I wish all of you and all your families and a happy new year. I wish that this is the year you figure it out. If you're struggling, then I love you to death. Keep doing what you're doing. You got it together. I hope your families are healthy. I hope you're healthy. From Lee and myself, we wouldn't do this if it wasn't for you guys. So thank you very much. And happy, this is what we do, Lee.
It's pretty awesome, right? Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, and we get high, and Lee gets 18 Subway sandwiches. But this is fun, Lee. What else would you be doing? You'd be at home right now doing what? On the phone texting.
I texted. I pulled out the phone.
Listen,
I was saying goodbye.
He's not in the car 2 minutes. He's on the phone with her at the house. From the apartment door to the car, he's texting the macaroons or whatever. They usually just cut her off at the apartment. We'll talk tonight when I get back. That's it.
And I texted her one more time.
He texted in the car. I'm getting in the car.
You get 18,000 calls.
You've been on the phone with her in the apartment. You walk to the car texting her, and then you get in the car and give her another text. And if I don't say nothing to you, yeah, I miss you. Back and forth. Let's go eat taco. Call you when I get back. Bye. Bam. What type of Jew are you?
A good one?
2015 is going to be a good year for you guys. MeUndies.com. While you're sitting there with those rotten underwears that look like somebody finger banged you with a hip finger. Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that to yourself?
What is a hip finger?
I don't know, all right? This is not a joke, people. It kept it nice, tight, the gluteus muscles. MeUndies are tremendous. My sex not going to pop out there like some Palookia ball just waving around like some wrecking ball. Next thing you know, Miley Cyrus is hiding behind some tree, jumping up and down, singing songs. You know what I'm saying? You want nice, fresh underwear.
Have you seen the music video for this?
It's crazy.
But there's a dude in the background of every shot just nodding his head. And
sure.
I could do that.
That's what black people do. They
no,
just
he's white.
There.
He's a white dude.
Whatever. He's confused. You know what I'm saying?
I'm so glad you brought it up. How amazing does it feel putting powder on you? I love it.
It's the best feeling.
I don't need it as much anymore now. I've lost a little bit of weight, but I still have powder.
Sure. You're rough against the jeans. You don't make that noise. It's Monday. It's a beautiful day to be alive. We're back. It's the second week of the year, What do you need? All they need is you. Just looking on Twitter, 5 people got shot, at a Chris Brown concert. You people going to realize, stay away from that kiss of death. We ate a Star David this morning. Did you eat it, Lee?
Of course I did.
I was watching
you watch me, like until I stop chewing. You're watching me, but you're not watching me.
I got to watch you like a hawk.
I've always daydreamed about revenge. I don't think I ever. The only thing I ever did in high school was pushing me around. And he was younger than I was, but he was bigger because I was small. And one day he was messing with me in the gym locker room. I don't remember exactly what he was doing, but I had enough. And I was like, I think I was like a junior or a senior, and I just slammed him against some lockers. And we started. It was like the only real fight I've ever been in. I don't think any punches were even thrown. I just remember slamming his head against some lockers, and I got suspended for a day. But I was so. My mom wasn't even mad.
No,
I was so happy. It was the only time I ever did it.
You stuck up for yourself. Out of the 5 people, how many did you really like? How many people would you invite to your home to watch a New England game, to see you in your natural habitat?
Probably none.
Okay, then.
To be honest, yeah. Yeah. No.
You have acquaintances. Everybody has acquaintances. What I'm talking about is 4 motherfuckers I could call. Like I call you at 6 in the morning sometimes. And I go, hey, dog, I'm thinking of doing this. Do I call you to fuck around with you? The interview. No. I call you to tell you I love you, I got your back, to do something with yourself in the morning. Don't I always beat you up in the morning? Get up. Go see the sunlight. Those are your friends. Those are your friends. You see how they're doing. With those 4 people, when my world goes aside right now, every once in a while, you know what I call? Loops. I've known Loops since I was 16. He's the first guy I ever did blow it. Because no matter what's going on in my life, Lou's always make me giggle a little bit. Even if he just stutters one time. I'm howling. What are you doing? I'm over here watching the football game. Boom, I'm dying of laughter. Because it hasn't changed. It's time for another star.
Are you really popping another star?
Monday, it's January 12th. I got goals I got to write today. I don't know if I'm going to work out. I still want to give my lungs another break. I don't have much today, brother. Maybe we go get a steak tonight. Greg and Lynn gave us that thing from Ruth Chris. I want to send them love again.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God, what? That's a vitamin for Uncle Joey. I just popped a vitamin. Some people pop a 1 a day. That's my 1 a day.
Except it's not 1 a day. It's 1 every 30 minutes.
Well, what are you going to do? You know what I'm saying? You got to get to the goal regardless of what your goal is. It's Monday. What are you going to do?
Paula was so fun because you gave me one on Saturday. And she just kept looking at me. She's like, "Are you high yet?" Because she's never done it. So she was like kind of interested. She's like, "Are you high yet?" And she started giggling a little bit. I said, "No, not yet." And then like, I think you were going off about something crazy at the show, and I just started dying. And she started looking at me, and she was like, "Oh, it's."
She put 2 and 2 together. Yeah, because you started giggling. There was a cat fight this morning, and I go out there and Fidel's standing there in the middle of it, so he's back.
Oh, good.
People keep asking me, thank you for all the Fidel warm wishes out there. He's doing great, man. He's a good cat, and I'm happy.
How many did you have before you got here?
None.
Come on.
None.
I feel like you have a cookie
smoked
jar.
a half a joint.
There you go.
I smoked a half a joint at about 4 when I woke up. I had some coffee. I rolled a little bit. I fed the cats. I cleaned the litter boxes.
Yeah.
I put the heat on.
I always love when you say to people, I haven't smoked today. Well, tell them what that means. That means an edible and like 2 hits off the pipe.
No. I smoked a couple pipefuls outside while I was drinking coffee, and I wrote, and that was it. I came here and I smoked that numb wall with you, and then I ate the 2 stars with you. That's
Jesus.
it. But the stars hit you hard. These little anarchy stars.
They do.
They hit you hard. The private reserve.
That's what I thought it was.
Was it not good? Yesterday I went to the day before, and I was sitting there, and I'm out there waiting 10 minutes, and this 2 chicks walk in, and I'm like, I can't. And I went in, I go, what these girls buy? Oh, they bought a gram. What, an hour? They got great deals. They got phenomenal deals. Like the PRs, they give you 1 gram for 15, 2 grams for 20, or like 2.5 grams for 25, or something like that. It's not bad.
No.
On certain days that you could spin the wheel and win weed.
How much do you smoke in a day?
Now?
Yeah.
A couple G-Bos. A couple grams.
You gave me a gram once. I think it lasted for like 4 months.
You still got that weed, don't you?
No, it's gone now.
What about the edibles you had?
I still have 1 edible left.
How can you have one?
Because I take a little bite and it gets me high enough to fall asleep.
You're not even high right now.
What do you mean I'm not high right now?
What are you going to do when you leave? Are you going to go to Denny's and get the Grand Slam?
No. I'm going to go home and make a bagel. And that's it. I think I might try to take a nap and then go about my day, go to the gym.
Make a bagel.
Yeah.
What kind of bagel do you make?
Cinnamon raisin. It's only
Out of a
200.
bag? Tell me that you get that from Ralph's. Go home and toast it.
I do.
Tell me that. What do you?
Because I know how many calories
Do
are in
you
it.
open up your mailbox thinking today's the day I'm gonna get a letter from the Jews throwing me out of the club?
Because
Out
the
of a
bagels
bag.
at the big place are like 400 calories. They're huge.
So, you want to be a Jew or you want to be a fake Jew? Which Jew do you want to be?
I'd like to be a real Jew.
So then you gotta eat the real bagels, guy.
They're good bagels. They're Western bagels. They're decent.
Why are you lying to me for? Remember I tell you what we accept living out here, like what you accept,
Right.
and you go home and you have a bagel and you go, those ain't bagels.
No, that's true. I can't get a good poppy seed bagel out here.
Oh my God, I didn't know what the $99. I remember one day we were driving and I saw the guy spinning the sign.
Yeah.
And I'm like, there's a hurricane going on. A couple, like 2 months ago, when there was a typhoon was supposed to hit, Godzilla was making a comeback. This dirty dude is spinning this sign, Hawaii $99. I wanted to hit him with the car. There's a hurricane going on and you're spinning a $99 sign. Ain't nobody gonna call you.
Oh my God.
It's true. I mean, you just see these people. You're like, what are you thinking? There's a typhoon going on. It was when the water goes back and it comes back.
High tide?
No, the other one that they were scared.
Tsunami?
Tsunami. It was a tsunami. I don't know. I ain't no weather forecaster, dog. What are you bothering me for?
I always feel bad when I see people working outside. And then, did you see that thing in New York that they did? They had this kid pretend to be homeless, and people kept walking by him for 2 hours, like in the snow.
No.
No? Okay.
But what do you expect? That's what New Yorkers are raised on. When you're walking in the snow, you're going to stop to help some dude? If he wants to sit there and ask for nickels, that's his business. Why should anybody stop? I don't know. Tell me why. Because I'm an American? I got to stop for everybody who lays on the
No,
floor?
he was like a 9-year-old kid.
What do you want to do? Maybe he's out there hustling, shoveling money. And nobody stopped for him.
One homeless guy did at the end of the video.
Yeah, that's why, because he's bored to death. If you're 9 and you're sitting on the corner there and nobody... What was he doing? Sitting there freezing?
Yeah, with like a little trash bag.
Oh, like what? Like he got gotten thrown out?
Yeah, like they were pretending, they were saying his parents threw him out. But it didn't make sense to me because if he was really that cold, he was in like shorts and a t-shirt, like wrapped up in a trash bag on the ground. But it was
Then maybe I got to stop. I mean, I thought you meant some kid in like a parka with sneakers
Oh,
on.
no, yeah, he had like no clothes on.
Oh, no, then you got to stop. And worst case now, you're selling to somebody for $10. What are you going to do with Mama this weekend?
We're watching House of Cards because I was gone last weekend.
So that's it, 3 days.
Well, no, it's not gonna take 3 days. It's like 13 episodes, so it's like a day and a half.
So it's all 13?
Yeah,
And you watch them all?
yeah.
And what do you do while you watch? You get high? You do anything? You rub her feet?
No, I had day afternoon today though. That was
Did
fun.
you really give Mama a stabbing this afternoon?
Yeah.
If I wouldn't have beat you up about this, you would have really... Yeah,
No,
let's go
because I
eat
was
lunch.
gone last
Fuck
weekend.
this. You got to work that appetite up. What time did you pick her up?
We went to the gym at 11, and then we went and had
Lunch.
lunch. Yeah,
And then you went home and gave a juice stick of death.
yeah,
Look at you.
that was fun.
Was the monkey all dirty?
No, we took a
Did it have
shower.
some wang to it?
No, we took showers.
You made her take a shower? For
I didn't make her. She.
a little wang to it, that little elliptical wang to it. You know what I'm saying?
What do you think I should do? There's this really big girl that just started coming to the gym, and she was on the elliptical, and like she had a hoodie on, and I could see like she was dying, like and I was gonna go up and do what someone did for me, like say, "Nice job you're doing," but like I felt weird. Do you ever go and talk to somebody at the gym, like if you saw a bigger person?
I smile.
That's it.
Sometimes a wink is as good as a nod to a blind horse. No, you smile. Sometimes people are embarrassed.
Yeah,
You know, sometimes people.
I don't want to embarrass her.
But if you see her a couple times, then say something. Wait till she's there 2 or 3 weeks.
Okay.
Maybe she quits. You know, but if you see her 2 or 3 weeks, go up to her and say, "I see you." If I wasn't hooked up, I'd bite that leg,
That's
which I
tough.
had to give up anyway.
Yeah.
I just put whole wheat, and I don't taste the difference.
Yeah, you were saying there's a lot of carbs in it because I had it
It's-
last night. I didn't know there were a lot.
Just as many as whole wheat, but the whole wheat has more fiber. You know, the pasta just sits in your stomach at night. The whole wheat at least pushes all that dead stuff out of your moufleur.
I took some good mushroom poops apparently.
Yeah, you don't want to eat. We should eat a little piece of mushroom. What do you think?
Well,
Out of respect.
I would, but I'm worried because I'm feeling the star right now. Do you think it's a waste?
No, you feel a
Because
star.
I didn't feel the star on Monday.
You didn't?
No.
So you went home and you didn't eat?
I ate, but
What'd you eat?
not that much.
That's the star. If you ate. So what you do is you go to the hospital, you get to the hospital, you call your attorney, and then tell your attorney what hospital you're in. So after like 2 or 3 times, the people who are going to break you out see the root of how the fuck. This is how crazy Suge Knight is. I'm telling you guys.
You might be calling it right now.
I'm calling you guys right now. I'm telling you right now, dog. You got to listen. I've always told you that there's people who think they're criminals and there's criminals. And I see it coming a mile away. I may not know about how the moon or the stars, and I may not know about animals and galaxies and Buddhism, know much about life, I'm telling you. But there's a certain walk and talk that people do that leads you to keep watching them. And that's all he's doing right now. You smell it. You see the steps, people. You break it down, and then you take a guess at what he's going to do. And then you see him putting the pieces together, and boom. Who do you think you're dealing with, guys? You think I'd have a podcast with the Flying Jew if I didn't know what I was talking about? Come on. Again, I don't know a lot of things. I don't know about chemistry. I don't know about geometry. I know how to put a move together. You understand me? From scratch all the way to the end.
It's like a different version of that song from Animal House.
What's that, brother?
Like, I don't know much about dun dun. Like, someone should remix that, but with what you just said.
Put your head back down, Lee. You're
I don't know much.
It's time for you to eat a mushroom. You want a mushroom or not? You want a little piece? No? Get started. So Wednesday, it's a beautiful day to be alive. You're lucky I don't have plans tonight. If not, we beat these the whole thing this time. We go deep.
How much did I have in, like, numbers? Do you know?
You had a quarter. I gave you a quarter of that. I ate the whole thing, and the other piece fell on the floor. No, look how small they are.
Because I've always heard, like, it comes in grams.
Right, it comes in grams and eighths, but I don't know how he broke it into. It's like one of the cat foods. It looks like one of Demi's cat balls.
Are you sure that's not somebody's, like, gum they spit out in a wrapper?
No, it's not. Like sucker.
I'm not thinking much right now. Fuck,
what are you going to eat tonight? That's not strong. I gave you 25.
No, they're 125 milligrams. You
said
it on the Fighter and the Kid, and I've seen all the rappers.
No.
You said yesterday they were putting fake stickers on.
I put fake stickers on there. Tell you what it says right here. See? It says 25 milligrams THC.
125 milligrams.
75 milligrams THC per package.
125.
Keep refrigerated. Sugar, gelatin, food, color, flavoring, cannabis oil. Home of the Red Star candies. To do what?
I don't know.
To do what? You did go to Israel.
No, I went during school, but I've never been to Europe or anything.
Who cares?
I don't know.
What do you want to do? You want ISIS to capture you and chop your little Jew head off, then you're on TV crying like a bitch?
I would never go where ISIS is.
Stay right here. Mind your business.
No, I'm glad I did it. Like I graduated early from college so I could come out and work. I was just so sick of being in school. But then sometimes people talk like they had a really fun time at college. It would be fun. I don't know. Like sometimes I think about that.
College wasn't that type of experience for you?
No. Where'd
you live, Lee?
I lived in Boston.
In a dorm?
For 1 semester, and my roommate was terrible, so then I moved. I lived in the Italian section in the North End for 2 years, and then for my last semester, I lived over by Fenway.
By yourself?
No, always with roommates.
And you got along with everybody?
No. A couple roommates I had were friends first, and that always sucked. When I had a roommate that I met on Craigslist, that was cool, because there wasn't any pressure. So, yeah. But no, it was... If I was looking back on it, I might have gone to Drexel in Philly. They really wanted me to come. Like, they took me on a tour, and they gave me a lot more financial aid than Emerson did. But Emerson was like a better school. But since I went in Boston, I had a lot of friends from my hometown that were at other schools.
Subway. I know you're sitting over there.
There's no Subway allowed.
That's what you were thinking about. You were looking at me going, oh, I'm going to go to Subway.
No, I get shit when I go to Subway now.
No, I know you always go to Subway.
I don't go to Subway.
That's your favorite. You couldn't live without Subway. You couldn't live without that turkey petrified bacon they put on that thing. That's bacon from a raccoon's back. It's a piece of meat from a raccoon, there. And they spray paint it with they graffiti it with yourself. Anyway, you could be going to On It right now, and cold cut sandwich where you could eat On It. What I'm trying to tell you is be healthy. It's a natural eutropic. Okay, I don't even know if I'm saying it right.
Nootropic, I think.
Pedia. I'm not here to break it down. What I'm trying to tell you is I'm trying to help you. Listen, you're sitting there with those disgusting underwear on.
Wait. You press church and On It, and you get 10% off.
Church and On It, get 10% off. I told him that in the beginning. Yes, I did.